welcome back to the vlog. Kinsley and I are waking up slow. Happy Sunday. I have to pick up my mess. I have to pick up my decorating mess from yesterday. Every time I do a video or a DIY project, or I decorated like different spots in the house for fall, and I'm so happy with how the video turned out over on my other channel. So it is live, go check it out if you haven't already. Cozying up your home for fall. It just took a lot of time to plan and film and stuff, so I'm really proud of that. But I need to pick up like the extra decor that I didn't use. I was just like playing around with. We thought about going to PCC flea market today. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be like 100 today. So the more I thought about it, I was like, PCC doesn't have any furniture, and that's really what I'm looking for the patio. And I think, thank you guys so much for commenting on the last video, helping me with like the direction, because I'm definitely gonna take your advice and kind of like mix some things that I wanted to mix together if I can get my hands on like the right pieces. On Friday, we actually went to an estate sale. This was like the best estate sale that I've been to in a while. The pricing, it was our first day. Pricing was a little bit elevated, just, you know, just barely. I didn't get too much, and you know I do not need any more blue plates, but I am like, it's like a moth to a flame. I have to like, I gravitate towards that stuff. So I did take a look at all the dishes, but I did not buy any more dishes. I don't need any more, but I do love having all my dishes because I got to use a lot of them in this video to like serve and make something, and that made me really happy. So I'm happy with my purchases for sure. But specifically why I went is because there were a lot of terracotta pots outside around the pool area at this estate sale, and I got some pots. I'm so excited about them too because they're terracotta, but they're more organic. So I'll show you the ones that I brought back. I even got a strawberry terracotta pot. Do I need to grow strawberries in it? Is that how things? It got me excited. So it was a really good estate sale. The best one that I've been to in a while, just in terms of like the age of the things. Like, you could tell that they took care of the things that they had. Some of those blue plates were like from the 1800s. And they were gorgeous, but they were been through things, you know what I mean? Like they had chips and things. They were purely going to be decorative, and I don't need, I feel like if I have any use for a decorative piece, it would be one. Maybe I should have bought one for the wall over there. I did not think about having one decorative for that wall.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to Rose Bowl then.
Starting to clean.
Well, editing took a little longer than I thought. Sometimes I just keep adding and I keep editing and I keep tweaking, and I want to make this perfect, or I don't find a new song for that clip. And anyways, if you haven't gone and watched the 8 ways you can transform your house into a cozy home video, go check it out. It's really, really pretty. I got it live. But we won't make it in time for the last day of the estate sale. And we missed the farmer's market. You have to go like early. Like it has to be like the first thing on your list to do that day. So missed that. But I look back at some of the pictures from the estate sale, and I'm like, okay, if I drive all the way back over there, am I actually going to get one of these plates? Because it would have been 50% off today if they were still there. I have no idea. That was the first day that we went to the estate sale. I'm like, if you go back over there and it's 50% off, what would it be? They'd be like $25-ish, you know? Which one would I want? And would I actually put it and hang it on the wall or use it as decor? And I like hesitated. So I was like, okay, then that means that I'm not like really into it and it's not worth going over there to find out. I think we made a good decision, but I do want to show you the pots that I got because I'm really excited about them. I think that they're way better than just a traditional terracotta pot, and that's what we have on the property. This is gonna bring like some organicness to it. So I know, it's Sunday. What do you want to do, baby? You know what one thing we can do today? Because your mom has spent way too much on a computer screen lately. She needs to get off the computer and stop editing. We can clean out your closet. Kid is officially phased out of like his newborn clothes, obviously. He's in his 3 to 6 months clothes now. And he's fitting them well now. At first they were a little big, but now they're fitting him like just perfect. Some of the ones that are just like 3 months are getting a little snug too. He's growing so much. He'll be 4 months next week. Crazy. I have all of his clothes that I've like packed away, but I haven't really packed them away. What I did was I took them and I put them on like something that was sitting on the floor in his closet, and that's like all I did. So I want to like pack those up and kind of assess that closet. Also, I need to put that room back together, the guest bedroom, because my mom's gonna be coming in like two weeks or so. I just got this Summer Fridays. Oh, yes. Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in brown sugar. And I love it. It smells like I want to eat it. It smells so good. And it has like a purpley brown tint to it. It's really pretty for fall. I really like this one. I'll leave this one linked because I just got it when I went to get some face masks from Sephora. I also, if you haven't seen the video yet, this mirror I put on the wall. Something was always missing from there. I kept wanting to find a coat rack for right there. You see where it's like the front door is there. And then I have my mom's pretty art, and then it was that spot over the chair. And I kept wanting to find a coat rack because it would be like the perfect spot to have a coat rack. Not that we need coats because it's still so hot here, but I've been looking for a coat rack. I haven't found one yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I put a mirror there? Because there's not another mirror in this space. I thought about doing one over the fireplace, and I have art, so I just like didn't. But so when you're kind of like walking out of the house or something, you can just make sure you look a little bit put together. Look how pretty the reflection is, like behind, because you can see the stairs and everything. I really liked it. Let's go see some terracotta pots. Kinsley, you stay. Also happy to report that I've been keeping my mums happy, watering them from the bottom. Like someone commented that they don't like really to be watered from the top, so to water them from the bottom. I was like, okay, I'll do that. I've been doing that. Here are the terracotta pots. Look how cool they are. You see how much more like organic they are. Now this is a strawberry pot, and the only thing that was wrong with it, on this side, it's missing one of the little jut outs right here. It's just missing, but I loved it. I mean, even just to have and not to actually plant something in it, but I'd love to plant some strawberries if I can figure it out. And this one was big. Now they had another one of these, but it was covered in ants, and it had something planted in it, and it was just a lot to kind of like wrap my head around. And it was more expensive because they had a plant in it. So I didn't get it, but I got this one and I love it. And then I got a more shallow one for maybe like on the coffee table, or just really just collect them somehow on the patio. So I'm really excited about those. I have no idea where I'm gonna put them yet. I have an idea kind of like in the corner, in the front corner, or around the other big one that I have. I have a big geranium up there on the patio. We have a lot of work up there to do. Tomorrow we are hitting the ground running. Test some things. I need to do some things, you know? Like I've been working for like 3 days straight on that video. So, but I think when the patio's done, it's gonna be really pretty, and I hope we enjoy it, and I hope we use it. You know, you don't know how you're going to use a space until it's done and it looks good. But I actually cut these geraniums back right after we finished the renovation, and look how much they've grown already. They had like a dead layer underneath, and so much stuff, like paint had gotten on them. It was in bad shape. I needed to just hack it back and let it grow again. So that looks really, really good. Patio makeover starting tomorrow. Let's go up and let's assess his closet. I'd like to take care of that today because it's just like, try and keep up with life and work all at the same time. You know, at least do one thing on each if I can. This is all in shambles. I've got Gotta put the bed back together. Do you want to go in your crib? Did you never go in? Okay, I also have diapers that we need to organize away. And ooh, it's a little worse than I thought. So we've got to make this look better. Like, this has a lot happening. Okay, so we have hung some of his clothes that he can't wear yet. It's like he's not big enough. A lot of the vintage clothes that Romeo was finding for him. Look how cute this is. MIT. And look at this Carhartt jacket. But this is like when he's like 4. Your bouncer. Okay, I'm gonna take out what's on the floor and then just see if I can do this better than it is right now, because I've been getting to not be able to find stuff. It's an empty box. And these are some of his clothes that he can't wear anymore. But we fully plan on having another baby, hopefully. So, like, we're gonna keep it. We keep everything. These are the clothes. Also have this mobile that I actually do want to put up for him. It's so cute and it goes with the theme. You're right where I left you, but it's not the same day. I was in here, literally, everything is exactly where I left it. Cabe was like, oh, you wanted to clean up my closet and organize? No. Oh, you wanted to vlog? You thought you were vlogging today? No. That's what he would say to me. He was like, not today. We're not doing it. I had a night. So it's the next day. And now we have things to do. And this is not on the list. So what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm going to do? Come on, Kinsley. Kinsley. Come on. Let's ignore that room exists for now. Because Mom's not coming for a week. And a little bit, 2 weeks. And let's just, like close the door and walk away, because that's okay. Because it's not on your to-do list for the day. So, I just got ready. The light in here's so pretty. Like, hi, sunlight. I just got ready and we have things to do. I want to go out to the garage and I want to assess the materials that I already have for the patio makeover. I want to start working on it tomorrow. I want to dive in. So I've got to run errands. I've got to run to the hardware store and pick up everything that I don't have. And we got to determine what color we're going to do the deck boards. I want to do some tester boards or something. Maybe I'll pick up some colors or at least a pamphlet of colors so that we can kind of see what kind of deck specific paints are out there. I'm trying to think if I've ever painted a deck before, or stained, not painted, stained. I'm gonna stain it. I haven't ever really done it in this way, so I'm excited. So I want to test a few colors, and I know we for sure need another hand sander because Romeo and I are going to tackle it together, and I think we have to use a hand sander. Let's go assess. I honestly do not think that it's going to take much muscle power to actually sand the deck boards. I don't. I think it's fairly thin. I think if they only stained it maybe once. So that's really good for us because we don't actually have to put a lot of power into it to get it off, but it is gonna go much faster if we have 2 palm sanders. So I definitely have 1 palm sander that we will use. And I have the circular sandpaper, and I should have plenty of 60 grit that we're going to be using to like actually remove the stain that's there. Painting it, I wouldn't be so interested in removing everything because I would be covering it up. So the object would just be to make it smooth. But since I do want to stain it and I want the wood grain there, our object is to actually remove what's there. I usually buy 60 grit in a large pack. So it's really strong. And I have a big pack. So that's perfect. I already have these. Maybe I should test it. See how much wear there is already? See, I can see the boards here. So I just don't think it's gonna take much. See, just a little quick sand. Told ya. Oh, this is gonna go very well. Look at that. That was in what, 3 seconds? We also have to do the railing, which is definitely thicker. That's a paint, but our object is to smooth, not remove. You know, remove anything that's flaking, obviously. Like this here. See, that's all flaking up. So make it smooth so that we can repaint the railing, specifically the actual top part, because that's what really gets the most wear. And we've got to get some samples of colors that we can do the deck that looks good with the brick. So you see this color change? I don't love this right now either, you know, so I think that there's something better that we can do here. I'd love to test the same color, like dark walnut, that we did the stain inside, since that's a recurring color throughout the house. I feel like it would tie it in. I think it would make it look rich. So I like that. So I want to try that for sure. Okay, we are on our way as a family. I'm gonna get gas really quickly right here. And a big thank you to Upside for sponsoring today's video. You guys, I've told you guys about this app before, but it's slightly addicting because it's an app on your phone, a free app on your phone, better than any kind of like rewards program or cashback on maybe like a credit card, because I have those too. This one specifically, 13 cents a gallon. So I did come to the gas station that's gonna get me the most back, and it's real money. Like, it's not like back end rewards that you can apply to something else. I never remember to do those things. I always lost on those types of apps. This one I remember because it's real money back on gas, groceries, and dining out. Because why wouldn't we want a free app that we can actually earn money back on things that we're already spending money on? Like, that's just a no-brainer. All you have to do is go into their app, see what things are around you. If you're gonna be getting some gas, you can see what gas stations around you are gonna give you the most back. Travel to that one, say that you're gonna be going to that one, pay with the card that you have logged into the app, and then just say, I paid with this card. And it gives you real money back. So hold please. Top Upside earners are making like $300 a month back on things that they're already going to be spending money on. If you have not downloaded it already, definitely try it out. It's free. I mean, why not? And to find out how much you can earn, you can tap the link in my description box to download the Upside app, and you can use my code XOMaCenna to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. So even more. You guys get to save even more. Our baby's gonna think that his second home is the hardware store because it's my second home. Oh, you did hit your head hard. Good Lord, he hit his head on
another head on my head.
Car. Oh,
You don't believe me?
I believed you. He's pissed. But we love Christmas. But we love Christmas.
Oh, I love it, but Halloween stuff is on the other side. But
Are you sure? Oh, I see it over there. The Grinch.
Kind of cool. Kato.
It can be cool all at once. I don't want that in my yard. Very particular about my decorations. You know what? We actually have these deer that we got last year that I was so nauseous from being pregnant. Like, I didn't have it in me. You know, there was only so much I could do. We didn't even put them out. Oh, so sad. But we have them. We have the white with gold antlers, or just pure white. They're really pretty. They're all the way up there. Really pretty. I'm really excited. We have sleigh. We're gonna do all these things. All the things. We're gonna get through Halloween first. We got a whole month. We got a whole month.
Was the night before Christmas.
See, that's kind
when
of scary.
all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse.
Sander Stain. They have like these little like cards, like, yeah, this is like kind of what I need to look at. Like, they have a couple of brands too. This is, I think, Bear exterior wood. I think I used this, but I had them put more colorant in it, which made it look more like paint. And don't want to do that. See, it was a semi-transparent. This semi-transparent. That's what made it look more like paint, to give like a color. Water-based transparent colors. These colors. Cordovan brown. Advanced DECOR. No, we don't want that. Olympic. We make staining easy. Oh, and it has like water guard. They have a lot more colors. Came outside to take a look at the colors with like brick, you know, because it's gonna touch the brick, and I think they have our bricks here. That looks so orange, doesn't it? Like terracotta? Closer though, like this.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's because ours is like a purpley color. This was the one I was leaning towards inside, is that one. Is it weird that this light lead kind of looks kind of cool? Like, imagine White House, this on the ground with this brick. It's very light. None of these look like our cabinetry. Like, I feel like it's between Cordova brown. Light lead is really pretty. Okay, sanders. I think we're gonna go with a sheet one because I don't have it already, and I think it's going to get closer to edges and things. I feel like it's gonna come in handy since we already have a palm sander that's round, but I need the sheets. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay, you guys, made it back. Let's see here. We got 2 samples. I am worried about semi-transparent in general. I couldn't get a sample of the transparent. They didn't have any of these little sample things. I'm like, how am I going to know? So I got semi-transparent in the Cordovan brown, and that was the darker of the 2. Also the light lead, or light lead. On the card, it looks more like warm beige gray, but when he showed me this is what it looked like, it's like gray. No, like gray. But does it react to wood differently? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand right here, like next to the brick, so that I can swatch both colors. Like I'll do like 2, maybe I'll sand like 2 boards, just a little bit, so that we can kind of see them. Okay, let's do Cordovan. Cordovan. Why can't I say that word? I'm feeling like that was like my initial gut was to go with a brown. Our house is obviously white, our front door is black, and our brick is red, like purple red. I see a purple like kind of like undertone in this. I would use a brush, obviously. That's really beautiful, actually. Definitely warm. Okay, next up is light lead. It's like scary though. Like, look at it. Like, if this has a weird reaction, like, and actually is like the sample, so gray. Like a lighter version than what we already have. Oh. I don't know what this color is doing. It's picking up the red tones in that red board. I think I'm gonna sand another one so that I can see it on a more golden board. Okay, here are the samples. You can see that these 2 are the same stain, but they're on different kind of undertones of boards. I also didn't do a great job at like sanding this one to begin with, like around the nails and stuff, but you can kind of see how it will react differently. And then this is the Cordova brown. Here's from this angle, so you can see, you know, like dark or light. I mean, essentially is what we're looking at, and like tone of color with the brick and these elements with the brick, the black door, and the White House. They're the samples. I'll probably stare at this for days before I decide. Both colors are very complementing. I think the lighter color is more of the same tone as the brick, so it's giving a more like cohesive kind of palette. The darker one is pretty, but it offers another element, like a totally different element, because now we've got red, black, white, and brown. And I think the kind of bleached out look one is more looking like the brick. It's just, you know, it looks like all the same. Would look really pretty with darker furniture. I'm definitely gonna sleep on this, and you guys let me know in the comments what you think. I ran to the grocery store earlier and got chips and guac. I was watching some kind of game, baseball, something. You know what I'm thinking though? I don't mind the semi-transparent. Like, it actually doesn't look like too much like paint. And I think what it's gonna do is help the whole deck stay consistent, because if there are like multiple like shades of boards, like some are more red, some are more golden, the more pigment there is in the stain, the more cohesive it's gonna look. So my gut is leaning towards the darker brown, because that would be like a continuation of this cabinetry kind of down onto the floor in the same tone. I think would look really good, and the color of the cabinets looks great in here with the brick. So it's a similar thing would be out there, just inverted, or also floor. I don't know. Made some chips and guac for now. We'll make some dinner later or something.